Oh, spring's here. We're starting to bloom out. A couple of them coming out here soon. Next day or so. Nice. Oh, Saturday. And a beautiful day. I'm fighting off a cold. Good times. We're going to get some grass mowed today. Talked to Ken the other day. He wants to come over and help with the door pins, but I didn't talk to him yesterday and don't know if he'll show up today. Scrap metal, junk motor parts, a lot of the old Pontiac 455 parts thrown in here. Leftover springs for the Jeep. I'm not going to hang on to them, so tossing in the parts. I don't know, I might just make a separate run and get rid of this stuff. At least empty the truck back out. And get that done later. Let's see, I got the Jeep back. There she is, way over there. Focus. So, I bought a new antenna for that. I may try to put that on today. I also got one of those cable actuators for the front axle. I don't think I'll try to put that on today, but music playing, so don't listen to that. YouTube will throw a hissy fit. Turn that down. I don't know, I'd like to try to get the gas tank out of this thing. There's only one bolt holding in right now. I'll have to roll it forward a little bit, so. But first, we're going to get some grass cut. It's not bad, but I like to keep on top of it. Maybe go get some lunch here in a little bit. Take the caddy for a summertime cruise. Roll the windows down, crank up the tunes. Still gotta get this fixed. We'll tackle that today too, just little late projects. Was planning to take this to the cruise to Colby, but sent my money in, they never cashed the check. Cutoff is passed, so I canceled the check. So I may just drive it down to there and park it on the side streets. But that's gonna be next weekend, next Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Hey, 3-day weekend. Got lots of good junk in here. Getting rid of those old Krager wannabe wheels for the olds. Haven't found anybody that wants them, so. Anyway, let's get to work. Hey, of course I start the camera and the radio's playing. I never noticed until you turn the camera on. Real country music. So, today, grass is mowed. Usually let the grass cook in the sun a little bit before I sweep it off the yard. Makes it a little bit easier. Got the flag out. Got an oil mess there I need to clean up yet. Compressor. Need to get a filter for it. I don't know where mine went, but it's gone. And I bought one of these from Harbor Freight the other day. They were on sale, so I snagged it. Hand crank. Retractable hose reel. The problem is, I need to get some air line for it. I don't want to run a full big old chunk of air hose. Hopefully it's the right diameter for the fittings I need, but let's see if I can get a small 1-2 foot chunk of air line. Get some fittings under there. And then I got some 3/4 inch plywood in back. Just in between these wall studs here. Just lag screw it into the wall studs and mount it to that. Oh, nice little friend growing there. Isn't he cute? I don't know why the camera's not focusing. I got some dirt on the lens. Anyway, that's the next project, so stay tuned and we'll pick it up from there. Couple of fittings, male female ends, hardware, lamps, $32. As I was thinking, I ought to get a water separator put in too. A little filter. So we're going to probably sacrifice one of these airlines, hack it, see if we can't get it to accept a barbed fitting and hold its pressure. These are the barbed fittings I bought. And then I bought 2 different widths. See if I can get them to stay here. Hose clamps. So hopefully it'll cover most of that barbed fitting, because I'm worried about that popping off. But we'll get her mounted up first and go from there. Alright. We're mounted. 3/4 inch chunk of plywood, 4 lag bolts into the wall studs, 4 bolts holding this in, through bolted. That is solid. And then could have moved it over a little bit more, but this, where did I put it, allows me enough room to hang my water separator then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice that airline, but I goofed. I need to buy one more barbed fitting. Actually, no, I won't. I think we'll be okay. We'll just take this off. That end, we'll thread in. Okay, so I think we'll be alright. See if we can't finagle this whole thing together. I'm probably just going to leave the, I'm going to have to, especially leave the quick disconnect. I'm not going to hardwire it in there in case I ever need to take the compressor somewhere. And I still have one air hose right there. If I need some airline, I can tack it onto that 30-footer. Yeah, that hose may even fit on there. But I got a handle to put on that yet, and then we'll start plumbing for the rest of the air stuff. Alright. Alright, little progress update. Water separator is mounted. Feeder line to the hose reel is on. Just threads on down there. With the old barb with the double hose clamps, and I hope that's going to hold. This nut is a plastic nut on top, and it doesn't tighten down very much, so. Next, we're going to feed from the compressor around the back, come into the upper barb here. Trying to figure out the best way to do that. Probably leave a little slack so it drops down kind of behind it and then come up. Just trying to think of a clamp I could put on there, but don't think that's really necessary. So there's the cut end of the hose. We'll slip that end off there. Find out how much line we're going to need and loop her to it. Alrighty, I think we're ready for a test run. Spun the compressor around. Need to get the cover fit back on there sometime, but it's not the best fitting piece in the world, because I'm showing it to you close up. I don't know what it's hanging on, but let's see, got this line running to here, airline. Oh, I gotta get my end on there. But looks awfully big. Well, I guess it'll fit. Yeah. Just get my quick release on there. I'll do that here real quick. Run it off the back here. Special Sears clamp. Double hose clamp on each one. Hopefully that'll hold it from busting off. I did this just so it wouldn't vibrate and wear through on the 2x4 there. Probably cut it just a hair long, but that way if this thing gets bumped, moves around a little bit, it's got some slack. So got the quick disconnect back here when need be. On-off switch is easily accessible. Rotated the valve or the gauge around so we can see what the tank pressure is. This is just your line pressure, so that's easily adjustable right here, as long as you don't touch the top of the cylinder head. Yakety, yakety, yakety. Probably should have swept up back there a little bit, but it didn't. Getting some spider webs again, so right on. We'll put this piece on, and then maybe we'll take her for a test run. Stand by. Alrighty. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't die. Set you right down here. We're building a little bit of pressure already. Okay. Don't hear anything leaking. That's at what, 5 psi, so. Hopefully if that thing does let loose, the hoses are short enough. Shouldn't do anything. We'll come back in a few minutes. Well, we ran her up. I kicked the switch off. Didn't hit the pressure switch. Got a little bit of a leak up here, but from a little dealy bob that adds the oil in there, but I don't know if you can hear it. Probably can, just barely hissing. I'm going to turn the stereo down for YouTube. Goes another hissy fit. So no Mr. Cook again today, so no door pins on the Cadillac, and it's getting late, 8 o'clock. I'm about ready to call it quits for the night. I was going to try to wash that, but I don't think I'll make it. Where's my air blow gun here? Let's try. Let's try this, huh? Yeah, we got air. Cool. This one's got a lock on it. The neighbor kid's calling, so there we go. Works pretty good. Cool. Also freed up my water drain on the bottom of the tank too. It was rusted up a little bit, so hopefully it's working now. But hey, there we go. 30-foot airline, so we can reach all sorts of good stuff and be able to roll it up easily. Cool. Alrighty. Tomorrow, may go play, but we'll see. Not gonna tell you what yet. So, bye-bye.